What's up? What's up, everybody? You know, it's the intro to the Devil Up podcast. I got my man's Trey Freeman the third and Chandler Rivers here. You know,
Yo, what up? What up? What up?
we just here today. You know, trying to be authentic, keep it real with y'all, give y'all or allow y'all to step into our space behind the helmet, behind the face mask. Let y'all learn a little bit about us and some of our teammates. As we're gonna have special guests on here. You know, we just hope to give y'all an experience of what it's like to be us, the people, or us, the person, and not us, the football player. Today, we're going to be discussing just our football stories, how we got to Duke and whatever, as well as the recruiting process and how it was for, you know, each one of us. And then we will debate which state has the best football.
Yeah,
Which,
we're gonna have some hot topics.
you know,
Very hot take, hot topics, all that. It's gonna be real juicy.
we already know the answers to, you know, a lot of them, but, you know, welcome to the Devil Up podcast, and hope you enjoy. So I can get into it first. Jaquez Moore, number 9, super senior running back from Live Oak, Florida. I started playing football at the age of 5. I was never, I can say this. I was never the biggest or the fastest. I was just astonished with the game of football because growing up, I was always going to my uncle's games and, you know, hearing the stories about him. And it kind of got me started early on wanting to play. So I started when I was 5. Grew up in this small town of Live Oak, Florida. It's in the middle of nowhere. If you pull it up on a map, it's literally nothing but trees, grass, and a river going through it. I grew up with one brother. Shout out Jakari Brown. That's my dog. My mom's, she raised us, and you know, she did everything she could to make it happen and to get me here. And you know, I'm just kind of grateful for all my experiences and opportunities that led me to make it to, you know, a place like Duke University. So I'm forever grateful for everything that I went through. Yeah, Trey, you wanna explain yourself?
Yeah, I got it.
I was talking for a long time, and nobody told me to shut up. That I was talking too much.
Yeah, so I'm Trey Freeman. I started playing football. I grew up in Gwinnett County, Georgia. I started playing football there when I was 6. My dad.
Hey, we need a fact check on that.
Yeah, where you from again?
Fact check on that.
I started playing Little League in Gwinnett County, Georgia. You know, my dad, he really put me on the football. You know, he played at East Carolina. He was pretty good. And I just grew up in Little League, played football, basketball. I tried baseball. I wasn't too good at baseball. And I ran a little bit of track. But after my 8th grade year, I moved to Durham, North Carolina. Then I went to
Durhamite.
Then I went to Northern Durham High School.
Bro,
And that's really when football started taking off for me. I moved here. I started getting looks from like schools in the state. And then that's when I really thought to myself, like, all right, you might be a good football player. You should take this serious. And then, yeah, it's led me to this. Like, moving to Durham was like, it wasn't easy, but it was like now that I look back on it, it probably was like the best thing that happened to me to get away in a new area. So, yeah. Chan?
Yeah, Chan.
Yeah, man. I'm Chandler Rivers from Beaumont, Texas, from the great state of Texas, Beaumont 409, Texas. Yeah, I mean, my football journey started at a young age also, just like everybody else up here. I grew up playing it all my life, but I came from a very sportsy family. Like everybody in my family played sports. Like my dad played baseball professionally. My mom ran track. My sister played softball, volleyball, all the sports. Like just my siblings, my family, like everybody played sports. So I just pretty much grew up around all the sports. I grew up playing football, basketball, track, like baseball, all the sports. And yeah, I was born and raised in Beaumont, Texas. Went to high school out there. Won a few state championships, like a few of y'all can't say up here.
And
Hold
what
on.
sport,
Let's back it up a little bit. You know, I should have brought my ring in today, but you're talking to a state champion weightlifter right here now, baby.
I ain't worried about
Hey,
that.
official.
We ain't worried about none of that. So, but yeah, so ended up coming to North Carolina, attending Duke University, and I feel like this is honestly like one of the best decisions in my life. Me being around all like the great people that are here, like teammates, the people around school, and I feel like it's been pretty good so far. So that's a little bit about me. So,
Yeah, I mean that's I feel like that's some great intros. Some great intros. Um, I kind of wanted to ask, now, I had a question that I've been wanting to ask y'all for a long time because coming out of high school, I know you done said it plenty of times, you know, that you weren't highly recruited. What was that process like for y'all, and what made Duke the place? You know, I can answer as well, but I want to hear y'all's opinion first.
Yeah, I just stay with me. Like, I think I started. It was after like my freshman year. It really picked up my sophomore year, but it was like Duke wasn't really in the picture for real. So other schools was talking to me, and I was like, you know, like you're a kid when the school talk to you, like you like that's your favorite school, you want to
yeah.
go there, yada yada yada. But then those schools never really threw the offer me, and then Duke come out the blue and offer me, and I'm like, dog, I'm 15 minutes of the road, so I was up here like every weekend, and I was like, nah, I like Duke, so Duke was my first O, and then came on a random junior day, like I wasn't complaining to commit, nothing, like I had visits lined up like the whole next week. I think I came out here on a Saturday, and then
Saturday?
yeah, at the junior day, I came out, I committed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I committed, and then the rest is history. It really was just like, for me, it was just like the school, where it was at, located close to home. My mom, my dad, my sister can get to me easily.
Nice.
Just a family vibe, you know. And then also it's just a better decision, like, for me to come here, especially, like, because after you done playing football, like, you can say you got a Duke degree, you can use your connections and stuff like that. As far as you go to another school,
connection. Yeah.
You know, they always say
you just got a degree, like,
Yeah.
it's a
you
40-year
just a
decision.
football player. You come to Duke, you're gonna be more than a football player. So that
Facts.
really was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say like my recruiting process started like end of my freshman year, going into my sophomore year of high school. Like Duke really wasn't in the picture. I feel like that was like one of like my 9th or 10th offer. Like they just kind of came later on, whatever. Well, I got the offer early, but like it was like they didn't really talk to me. Like I ain't talked to them a lot. I'm sure that's because I was young, probably. So they wasn't really in the picture for real. Like I liked a few other schools, and then just one day, like they just like called me like consistently for like the next like week or two, and so they just kept calling me, kept talking to me, and I'm just like, yo, they like really like me for real, like, cause like no coach really doing that. So, but like Duke took the time out their day to do that, and then like I'm talking to my parents, and like I'm from Texas. Everybody know like Texas like big football this, big football that. And I'm like I'm looking at Duke like, bro, like I don't even like I ain't never been to North Carolina. I don't even know where Duke is. Like I've never heard anything really about their football program or whatever. I'm just being realistic, and it's like I'm thinking like, bro, I want to go to the biggest stages. Like I want to play there. I want to play like close home where like my family can drive up here. I want to play at schools that like I grew up watching like in the area. Like that's just like how I was thinking. And then like I had a conversation with my parents one day, and they was like, yo, Duke loves you. Like I know you like this school and that school because like you want to play this kind of ball, that kind of ball, but Duke loves you. Like they talking to you every day. Like they coming out here to see you. Like they showing you hella love. Like they just showing love. And then we was going through the pros and cons one day, and we was just like academically, like what's the pros of going to this school versus Duke? And I'm like, I mean, Duke's one of the best academic schools in the nation. Like you can't get no better than that, really. And then athletically, like what do I prioritize? And I feel like growing up, I've never been like somebody to be on the bench, like ever. So it's like, I'm like, I don't want to go to college and be like that guy that had to wait a year or two or whatever. That wasn't like, that's just like from the area I'm from. Like I knew if I would go home during the summer, they like, bro, you don't even play and you at Duke. And it's just like, I didn't want that like representation of myself when I go back home. It was more like a pride thing. It has nothing to do with whatever, but it's more of a pride thing. So I'm like,
Yeah, that's real.
choosing Duke is like, I get to have the opportunity at least to get on the field as a true freshman, whether that's special teams, whether that's whatever. Like I get the opportunity, and it's gonna be like a true opportunity with a coaching staff at the time that I felt like really trusted me and like really cared about like who I was as a person and a player. And I feel like that could help me get to where I wanted to get. So I mean that went into my decision in choosing Duke as a whole because I just felt like that was just all around good fit for me. Like, yeah, it's 18 hours from home driving, but like
Hey, yeah,
I never really had a
use a grip
yeah,
away.
yeah. Yeah,
18 is
but I-
crazy. 18 is crazy.
18 is crazy. I only made
18
that
is
drive
crazy.
once.
I don't
but-
even do planes myself, so 18 hours. Ooh.
So
God.
I mean, that was like that's probably like the only downfall. But like I never really had a problem with being away from home, because I feel like the relationships I have with like my friends and family, like, it's all overstood. Like what's going on, like it's only like a 4-year sacrifice for whatever. So it's like everything's understood, and it wasn't that hard of an adjustment to make, honestly. Especially like we all said, like just the people that's here. Like I get to go to school with the best people, like
Oh, I
best
appreciate
players,
that, man.
like best people, and it's like you can't. That's second to nothing for real. Because I feel like at a lot of other schools, like these don't have like the same relationships and bonds that we may have with each other, and it's like I feel like it's all authentic, and I feel like that was like a great decision. So
Most deaf. I think so. Like when it came time for me to commit and play to Duke or come to Duke, Duke was my only P4 offer at the time, and I was committed to Georgia Southern. So hey, shout out to Coach Foster too, because Coach Foster was the one who I committed to at Georgia Southern. It's just a full circle moment now. that
Coming full
he's
circle, man.
yeah, like
Coming full
I
circle.
swear, like ever since I've been in college, there's been so much that's like done happened that where like life is so short and like you know what I'm saying, like everything like anyways, this moment was just like very full circle for me. But Duke was my only P4 offer coming out at the time, and to be honest, Duke was the last school to offer me because at the end of my junior year, COVID had hit and they had shut down the like recruiting process. So like and me personally, like I wasn't like highly recruited coming out of high school. Like I told y'all, like where I'm from is in the middle of nowhere, so like nobody's stopping in live vote, and like I never really took it personal because I understand, you know what I'm saying. I know what it's like, I lived there my whole life, but I never. So it's like, damn, I lost my train of thought. What was I just saying? Oh, why I chose. So Duke was my last offer, and I just felt like I had one conversation with Coach David Cutcliffe, and the next day I told my mom, I said, yeah, Georgia Southern ain't the move no more. I'm going to Duke. Didn't visit, didn't get any junior days, nothing like that. But once I got to campus, I instantly fell in love, with the people here. Fell in love with my teammates. Just them accepting me for who I am and who, where I come from, and me feeling like I've always been kind of different and an outcast because I don't match the regular, whatever you want to call it. Like I just don't look like, anybody that's from my area. Like I'm not supposed to be where I'm at, So I'm grateful for this opportunity and grateful that my teammates accepted me in and just embraced me with open arms. And everything since day one has been, just amazing. And like to be at this point now on a podcast with, these two, it's just again full circle. Like life is like I wouldn't want to, end my college career any other way.
Nah, I feel you when you said that. Like you told your mom, like we sliding to Duke, like we going to Duke now. Because when I committed over Zoom. So so like this is like think this was going into like my junior year. Like this is like my first time like getting on the Zoom and like the whole coaching staff. So like mind you, I just been talking to Troop, and we know how Troop is.
Yeah,
I just been talking to him, and I was talking to Coach Cut. But we got on the Zoom like as a group, whatever. My family right here, my mom and my dad right next. We all on the Zoom. We just talking. They giving up. They probably gave us the same pitch, but
40 year decision.
Yeah, they was like, you know what I'm saying. So like we was just talking, and then Coach Cutcliffe was just like, he was just kept going on and on and on about like what he thought of me, like what we can do in the future, like what he was bringing in and stuff like this. And mind you, at this time we didn't have no other like commits in my class because mind you, I'm just going to my junior year, so like people not really committing right now. And it's just like whole time I'm thinking like, bro, I want to go here. Like, like mind you, at this point I still haven't did like that much research on like the football stuff. Like I wasn't really worried about like they went 2 in this, they went 2 in that. I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't blame me either.
I ain't ever been a loser nowhere I went, so like I don't feel like that's gonna change when I get to college, regardless. Cause like even in high school, like when I first got to the high school I went to, like mind you, it was a new school, and I transferred there like after like football season my freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
And they had like a bad season, but it was the first year as a school. And I'm like, I feel like if I go there, we can change this, which we did. So I just felt like it's just like
you was a program changer.
Yeah, man.
call
If you
yourself, a
on
program changer?
NCAA, I'm like a program builder. Like if we're on NCAA and then Dynasty,
That's what
I'm the program builder.
Yeah, I can give
Talent
you them.
developer, program.
Yeah, I can
builder,
give you
that's
your
me.
flowers for that one, but
You don't know? You don't know about
I
that?
can give you your flowers for that one. I can give you your flowers for that one, but
So yeah, okay. So what I was saying is like,
make me mad.
so we was on the Zoom, we was chilling, we was on the Zoom, and then he get done talking, and I was like, "Hey, coach, can I is my offer like committable?" And he was like, yeah, it is. Like it's 100% committable. This and that." And I was like, I looked at my mom and my dad, they just looking at me because like, mind you, I haven't talked to them about it yet. And I just said, "Hey, coach, I'm gonna commit." And he was like, "Wait, are you for real?" And then like he like ended the whole Zoom. Then I'm looking at my parents. I'm like, what happened? Like, what happened? Like, am I committed? Like, what's going on? So like, I'm looking, and they like, "Wait, you committing right now? Are you sure?" I'm like, "Y'all cool with the school? Y'all like the school, right?" And they was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Me too. Like, that's where we going." And like they go like the whole day. They didn't say nothing to me the rest of the day. Then they called me back like bright and early in the morning the next day, and he was like, "So like on the Zoom, you said you was committed. And, like, is that true?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I want to commit. Like I want to go to Duke." And then then the whole coaching staff just got on this on the call, and they started. All you hear is Troop in the background screaming.
Oh
this,
yeah,
this, and
you
that.
gonna hear him for sure.
And it's like
hear him for sure.
that was like one of like the craziest moments in the recruiting process because at like I didn't know none of that stuff worked at first. So it's like I'm just like, am I committed or am I not committed? This and that. But like that was actually like a very like shocking moment, and I was just like, all right, I'm shutting everything down now. Like we sliding to Duke.
Oh, you shut everything down after that?
Yeah, I shut everything down after my junior year, and I was like, yeah, we sliding Duke.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't know until I got to college that like you're really supposed to commit your junior year, and like
Word?
I don't
Like a
think
high
it's no
school?
I don't think it's no like time frame on when
You don't
you're
think
supposed
it-
to
Yeah,
commit.
I-
Nah,
I've been
I
hearing
think-
that. Like
I think
you supposed
commit
to.
is just like you just committed. I feel like it really don't matter until you sign.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
'Cause
Yeah.
you could be
So
committed.
back
to
in
a
the
school,
day,
but
you
could
used to
sign with
commit to
different
a school. You go to decommit. They like you was
There's
getting out of
people
a breakup.
there's people that be committed to schools like a year and a half, and then sign they come around, they
flip.
sign
Oh,
with
they
somebody
flip? Oh,
else.
for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
Nah, bro, I just like playing football. Like being so honest. With you. Like, listen, real talk. Growing up, like I don't know how this. Like growing up, I ain't gonna say I used to get picked on, but it used to be like when they used to talk sports and talk ball, I used to like try to be in those conversations,
Love
but
that.
really couldn't because it's like I just play football. Like
Yeah.
it ain't no like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't until I turned about I'd say the 5th grade or the 6th grade maybe when I started really getting into. You know what I'm saying? Like who people are and then like really, retaining people's names, like in the league at least. But other than that, I play football, you know. 'Cause I used to be a fat boy. I used to play center, you know. I went from center.
Oh,
That ain't hard to
to-
believe though.
Huh? What you mean?
That
What
ain't
you
hard to
mean?
believe.
That's not hard to believe at
it
all.
went from center to outside linebacker and running back, then to tight end, and then 6th grade I played receiver, but I didn't play, and then it's running back to quarterback, and then it was quarterback freshman year. Like basically what I'm trying to say is
You're an athlete.
I'm a football player.
You're a football player.
I'm a football player. You put me anywhere, kicker,
You can
placeholder,
make it happen.
long snapper.
You can make it happen.
What you need? You know, if you need me to go run off the field and grab some water, that's what I do.
Left
You know,
bench.
I'm a football. Whoa, relax,
I'm not gonna lie.
relax.
I played left guard for about 3 days.
He's lying. He's lying. It was longer than 3 days. It had to be longer than 3 days.
It probably
I don't believe 3 days.
It probably was like 2-3 weeks because we was getting ready for our season at 6-year-old, and then we go to the scrimmage and we smacking these boys. So coach is trying to he just let anybody run the ball. The only time I get a ball, I take it like 60. And then the coach looked at my dad tomorrow. Why you tell me you could run the ball? My dad was like, I'm cool with him playing left guard. Or whatever. But then after that day, we ran a wing T back then, so he just put me back.
Wasn't your dad a running back, Trey?
Nah, he played DB. He played running
Yeah,
back. A little, he played running back a little bit, but he played DB safety.
Oh, I thought your dad was a
yeah.
running back.
Nah, he
There's
played
somebody's
everything.
dad that's a running back on the team or was a running back, but they play like. All right, maybe that's a conversation for another
That's
time.
not-
But
I
there's
don't know.
definitely.
But yeah, nah. I played O-line about 2 weeks.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
You got any other You play any other positions other than
I'm a little guy now. I was always a little guy, bro. So it ain't too many.
what
It
does
ain't
that have
many-
to?
it ain't
Okay,
too
okay.
many. Funny story. All right, so we played in Little League, right? It was the STJFL Little League, and it's like in my little area of Texas, Southeast Texas, right? All right, so we made it to the championship game. I don't remember what age I was. And I'm sure like my parents still got like the little DVD player because our games was on like the DVD,
Y'all recorded on
not a
Yeah.
DVD,
VHS?
the
They
CD.
they on the CD.
Bro,
The
y'all
CD.
got
Y'all
y'all?
CD.
Yeah, it was,
No
it was on the
way,
CD.
bro.
I think
I don't
my
have any
people
of
still
mine.
got that game. I don't really know. So we was going up crazy. Like we went up like probably like 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 touchdowns. I kid you not, we used to put 80 on people, and they used to they tried to kick us
Why?
out the league. I
Y'all
swear.
ain't had no
Why?
mercy rule.
They made a mercy rule because of us, and you can go check the facts. I swear to God. I swear.
Well, that's
Like,
crazy.
I swear.
That's crazy.
So all right, so
crazy to me.
so it was me and my cousin Bryce, right? The one, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
we was like it was always like either 26 power to me or 16 power with him, like quarterback, running back, like.
Bro, y'all
Like
boys.
that's what we was on. All right. So boom, like we get on defense, like we making all the plays and stuff, and like of course, like people get a little upset. Like,
Yeah.
why are they making all the plays? I want little Johnny to make a play. Like, like our dads was the coach. So they like so our dads was the coach, and they like, all right, we're gonna put Lil Johnny and them back there. We're gonna put Bryce and Chandler on the O line and the D line. All right. So we playing D line one play, like all I remember is like we jumping over the line, like sacking the quarterback,
Hey.
just still making plays. And it's like that was probably like one of the craziest moments in my childhood playing career, because like that was the first and like last time I've ever played that position. And then like in practices, like to prove a point, like our dads used to just put us like on D line just cause
Just for practice?
just for practice. Just put us at D line. Mind you, we like 8, 7, 8, 9, whatever. But that was probably like the funniest stuff ever. Like we looking back at practice, like, bro, we really used to do that. Like,
Bro, now I feel you on that. So the year I played tight end, I know. Remember how they used to do like the weight caps, and if you have like, listen, wait a minute, let me finish.
We ain't have that in Georgia.
Let me finish.
We ain't play weight
Trey,
in Georgia.
Trey,
we
Trey,
had
hold on.
that. We had that.
Wait a minute.
You had the
You
GT
gotta
on
stop
the back
saying
of
you
your
from
helmet.
Georgia, bro, till
Bro,
we get
I
this
played
fact
Little
checked.
League
You had-
in Georgia.
You had the GT on the back of your helmet.
No, listen,
Guard
y'all, let me
tackle?
finish. Listen. So I was like 2 pounds from getting a stripe, but I was still big, so they made me play tight end, and then there
What
was
is
one.
a stripe?
Huh?
What is a stripe?
I
Y'all
mean,
know
you
the
can't
stripe?
play skill position, huh?
Yeah, like so
Yeah.
the yellow stripe you can't play like running back. You can only play like
You
tight
can't
end
have
or
the ball in
receiver.
your hand, essentially.
No, you
See, we
can't.
didn't-
Like
no.
running back.
Yeah, like you can't. They gotta throw you the ball. You got the red
Nah,
stripe.
we had what's it called? We played age.
No, it was age too, but we had a weight limit.
You
Oh,
got
it
a weight
wasn't no
limit.
weight limit, just age.
See,
So,
that's
like
that's
when you
that.
get to like 6th grade, you had them puberty kids out there running
See,
the
that's
ball.
different. We
like-
talking
yeah.
about young. Though.
Yeah, I'm
We
talking
But
about
still,
young
yeah.
buck. Like
We
no.
talking about young. Like you like 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I know with us,
and you had to be a certain weight to run
you
the
had
ball.
to be a certain weight. Yes, because if you was overweight, you had to have a GT, which means guard tackle only, on the back of your helmet.
Oh,
And
yeah,
everybody
we
knows
had
that
that.
guard tackle only.
Nah,
They
we
never
had
did us
that.
that bad.
Yeah, we had to. Yeah, we had to
had
do
the
that.
yellow stripe and the red stripe. See, so every year it was just make sure you stayed away from the yellow. Anyways, that same year
I
they
feel
had
like
me
that's
playing
worse.
nose guard. What, the yellow stripe? Yellow stripe is
Just a
worse.
stripe. Like you
Huh?
got a stripe. Like you got the yellow stripe on your helmet. Like we know you.
Right.
overweight,
Imagine you got
like,
a bro. I was in the Buccaneers jersey. My cousin Tony was playing with us, bro, and Tony was like 4 pounds and like 4 pounds overweight, and Tony was a big kid at the
dude.
time. Man, he got that yellow stripe, and it was like you damn it, bro. You bigger than our O line, so it's like
you
like
gotta,
we're gonna put you at tight end,
you
but
gotta
you gonna
give.
block. You know
Some
what I'm
gotta
saying?
give,
Like
yeah.
shout out to Tony. I ain't seen that man in years, but that was a time. That was a time.
Nah, we couldn't do weight on my team. Nobody be able to run the ball.
Oh, so y'all was cheating?
Nah, we won't.
That's the thing
They the
about
type
Georgia
to be.
football. I
They
was
the
about to
type to
say.
be 8 playing with 6U.
Yeah.
That's
That's
them.
not
That's
the
Georgia.
case.
Hey.
That's them.
Random story. So I didn't play on this team, and I hope nobody gets in trouble for this at the crib. But way back in the day, you know how they used to do like the little league all-star teams.
Yeah.
So I want to say this was 6th grade for us. So I played
Got
middle
cheated.
school in 6th grade, but a lot of my boys still played like they last year of like rec league football.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Lily, yeah.
Yeah, Lily. Yeah. So I guess at the end of 6th grade, they had like this all-star game or whatever, and it was like a certain age group. Mind you, we all in 6th grade, so we older. We really older than everybody that's still playing their last year rec league. So, huh? Well, I didn't play though. I'm just saying. I'm telling you.
Alright.
Anyways, long story short, they had like 6 dudes that was over the age of like 12 playing with 10U. And they won, I guess it was like a tournament. They won the tournament by something crazy. And I don't know. That's just a crazy story to me because it's just so aggressive.
See, why would you even want to do that? Like, why would you want to be 12 playing with 10-year-olds?
I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, that's not that fun.
It's fun.
No.
I mean, you can legally be a bully on the field.
So y'all had middle school ball and like y'all middle school had a football team?
Yeah.
Yeah, my So when I went to public school in 6th grade, so I couldn't like they didn't have like a 6th grade team. You know, they only had a 7th and 8th grade team. But when I transferred to a private school, they had like anybody in middle school could play on the team, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So we had it in middle school. It was hard.
North Carolina like that. I think they got middle school teams, football teams in North Carolina.
Yeah.
In Georgia, they don't have that.
You still got to play like rec
everybody-
league.
You just play. Yeah, you play rec league up until 8th grade.
Y'all ever seen
So that's they be doing with that little AAU stuff now, like
What?
with middle schoolers.
what?
Like when it's like when they in the middle of like I can't play in high school yet, but like I'm too old for like little league. So now they got like the little AAU stuff they be doing now with the little
Oh,
tournaments
that's
and
what they
stuff.
do. That's what they do it for.
I think so.
I think
I
that's
know.
what they be doing now.
I play in a league called GFL. They just go all the way up to 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
So you just keep bumping up until like.
So you
the
ain't
eighth
got to
grade
start
division.
playing high school ball till you get to high school.
Yeah.
But that's
And then
well,
the,
wait,
then the
technically
high
you
school
got to start
team
playing
had-
like organized team ball
yeah.
till you get to
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah.
Bro,
And then high school had the freshman team, JV,
Yeah.
varsity.
oh yeah, bro. I remember this one kid transferred. His name was Antonio White. He transferred from Orange Park. And he was telling us about the teams. They had like a JV A, JV B, had a varsity A, varsity B.
Nah.
I was like, bro, like where they do that at? Like I've never heard of that.
Nah, facts. Cause I know
Like I was like, what?
Nah, cause like I know like in Texas, my high school personally, we didn't have like an A, B, whatever. Cause like we had the numbers because we was a 6A school, which is like the biggest classification in Texas. So we had the numbers. It's just like boys wasn't really rocking with football. Like we got a whole bunch of hoopers on the team. Shout out my boys, but like the schools like in the Dallas area, they got freshman A, freshman B. Then they'll have like JV white, JV blue, JV orange, depending on their team color. Like they'll have like 3 different teams, and then they'll have like just one varsity. And it's like that's probably like the craziest stuff ever. Cause like when we would have to play them people, cause we in the same districts, so like when we have to play them, it's like which one, like what JV team playing this week? Like who y'all playing?
That sounds confusing. Like,
So
you
it's
don't
like
know.
it's hella confusing, but it's like so like how they'll do it is like if they got 2 JV teams, they'll have their freshman JV VAR all play one school, right? Like the main ones, and then like that extra like JV team or extra freshman team, they'll go play another school that probably got a bye week or something like that. So that's probably the craziest stuff ever. Cause like,
Random.
why do you have that many people on your team?
True that. Random side note though, the basketball games at them schools probably rock. Like it probably be done. Like imagine
You
all
wanna be
those
seeing them
teams playing
student
in one
sections?
day. Man, bump that. Imagine all those teams playing in one day. Games got to start at like 10 o'clock.
2:30.
You think if you got a JV A, JV B,
But you gotta think about it. A lot of schools got 2 different gyms. So you gonna probably have
Nah,
JV-A in the
ain't
main gym and JV-B in the secondary
I ain't
gym.
gonna lie,
Nah,
Chan, we got
secondary
one gym in my high
You
school.
ain't playing no
Chan.
games
You
in
ain't-
secondary gym.
Yeah.
You see, we got
Practice
2
gym.
gyms, so it's like we can do that.
Yeah.
You know, everything bigger.
Like we
in
had
You know,
two
it must- I was about to
gyms.
say, it
We
must
had
be
two
nice
It's
gyms.
just
in
better in
Texas.
Texas.
It must be nice living in Texas.
Ain't nobody playing the auxiliary gym though. Like
Why they not? Well,
you
we
mean?
was using that mug.
What's the
The rim wasn't even probably-
What's
the
the
rim probably wasn't
auxiliary
even
gym?
like
What's
10
the
foot
auxiliary
for
gym?
that's the
Y'all-
gym that they had
Secondary.
secondary, but
So-
my school that was the gym they used in like the 50s.
Wait, what you mean the
That's
secondary?
what. Yeah, that's
the
what you mean.
old
the
gym.
Like the old gym. The old gym.
So if we were talking about Duke references, like if we talking about Cameron, or we talking about
We
what
talking
you're
about Card.
Okay,
talking
okay,
about
We
Card.
talking about card.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm hip now. I was a little lost.
So when y'all got that many JV people, like must be getting stuck on JV.
You said people getting stuck on
They just be
JV?
bouncing around the
They
JV
just-
teams like you on
they just
JV
be on-
blue
you
one
on
year,
JV,
you on the-
like-
you on the JV black squad this
But I
year.
mean, I feel like that should be motivation. That should be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not
I feel
motivation.
like- I
you seeing
mean-
progress. Like you make one JV team and well, no, you only got 4 years to do
But
it.
it's like, why would I'm a junior. Why I want to be on JV though? Like,
Hey, not too much, cause I was a junior playing JV basketball. I mean,
talking
the
about
first
football,
thing.
man.
you
Oh.
claim that you were one of the best hoopers on the team.
Chan,
But
listen,
you was
listen.
playing
I'm not
JV
gonna lie,
Listen,
junior on
basketball
a
JV.
year,
in
a
Live Oak.
year can change
You
your
was-
life.
You was playing JV basketball in Live Oak, Florida.
Okay.
Junior on
Let's-
JV
let's-
is
Yes,
crazy.
I'm
Let's
hating.
set the record
Yes.
straight. Let's set the record
Yes.
straight. Only reason I was playing JV basketball.
Just focus on football, huh?
No. Well, yes, that was a part of it. See, my mentor, my old coach, my mentor at the time was like, look, Quez, I don't feel comfortable putting you on varsity, and you ain't committed nowhere yet. So, how about you be the manager, or you can go to JV and just do your thing down there, no restrictions. So I'm like, okay, cool. Why
So
not?
he could be the manager.
Why not, bro? Okay, y'all, why not?
So you was that terrible at basketball?
I was not bad at basketball.
So I
Listen,
said-
You hoop here though. It's not. The apple don't fall too far, bro.
Bro, he
What
said
you
you could
mean?
be
I
the
seen you
manager,
hoop here,
bro.
bro.
On JV.
no. He was like, I could be
The
the manager for
manager.
varsity, or I could go and play JV. So I'm like,
Was you the manager with like a suit and tie, or like you?
nah, I just whatever.
You come jumpsuit, like
I put that shit on, Chan. That's what I did. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I didn't have was the hair.
you ain't
know?
had. Yeah.
I
Okay.
ain't had the hair, but everything else was, legit. Okay.
Since we on the basketball topic, like, was y'all hip with like Sharif Cooper in them? When like,
I was.
was
well,
y'all like?
I was
watching
tapped in
highlight
on
of it?
OT.
let me.
With who?
OT. Overtime.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah,
I
make sure
wasn't. I
the
wasn't.
only
I was
one.
I was on the Hoopers though, but that was
Ball is
because
life.
my main
Jalen
man,
Green, all of them. I'm
my
watching
main
that.
man Jay was a hooper, so like he was on all of them. So we'll be sitting in class watching Sharif Cooper highlights. What's dude that played for the Nuggets now? Michael Porter.
Yeah.
We was on him heavy
Yeah.
too.
Nah, he was crazy though.
Him coming out, he was
You
You know what else
ridiculous.
was crazy? Y'all know who Quentin Grimes is?
Quinn Grimes, he played for the Knicks now, don't he?
Yeah.
I ain't see him
He
coming
was
out,
so crazy in high school, bro.
bro. I still to this day feel like Sharif supposed to be one of them ones,
He
bro.
supposed to be playing right now.
But I
He is
will
playing
say,
right now.
listen. I
No,
watched.
in the USA.
Have y'all ever watched
not
one
in
of
G
his
League?
full games?
No, I think he in he's somewhere out the country.
Yeah, he overseas right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But like, have you ever watched one of Sharif Cooper full game? He plays no defense. Like I hate.
Bro, I've
no
watched
defense.
every last one of them YouTube videos on YouTube about Sharif Cooper.
He plays no defense. I hate to say. I love him,
It's cool. Like when you drop in 50, bro, do you really need to play defense, bro?
but you know what the difference
do
is.
you, like-
Yes.
You know what the difference is? He ain't Luka, bro. That's what it is. He ain't Luka.
He ain't getting an opportunity to be Luka. Think about it. Think about
He
it. Think about it.
he hasn't. But
Think about it.
man, I feel like okay. If we talking about Sharif Cooper like this, that's no different than saying J.D. Davison ain't got his shot yet. But in reality, he has. He just ain't done nothing with it.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. J.D. Davison is not Sharif Cooper. Think
JD.
about this. Think about it. Think about it.
Is
Think
that
about
the
it.
dude that played at Bama?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did play at
Yeah.
He
Bama.
played for the Celtics, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. Sharif Cooper, he gonna give you 50, an effortless 50, a nonchalant 50, right? How many minutes are in a quarter in basketball? Like 15.
Wait, are we talking about NBA or college?
Whatever, go college.
It ain't
Like 12
quarters in
it's
college
two halves,
basketball.
huh?
Yeah.
20
Two
minute
20-minute
halves.
halves.
Yeah.
All right. So if he playing 40 minutes a game and he giving you 50, all right, do you really need him to be playing on the defensive end?
Yes.
Why? He got you 50 points.
Chan, if it's okay.
If you can't
Defense
stop
wins
them,
Let's
championships.
do
No,
some math real
no.
quick, Trey. Let's do some math real quick.
but
This
you
is
as a
five.
fan, not you as a coach. You as a fan, you want to see him play defense or offense.
But once you play
Both.
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 So who getting hype over a defensive play watching the game?
Me.
No,
Me.
you not. I've never seen you get hyped.
So we watching the Duke basketball team play, and Cooper Flag come down and glass somebody. Like we not hyped.
That's
at all?
different. That's different.
What
That's
you
different.
mean? Okay,
That's
that's
different.
defense.
That's
Okay,
different.
what if
That's
Patrick
different.
Beverly get to sitting on James Harden and
Ain't nobody hype about that, bro. Ain't
not?
nobody hype about that.
Bro, I'm
so
defense
you
hype
hype
me
about
up.
Pat Bev making a play?
I'm hype about
All right,
Pat
all right,
Bev.
all
like
right,
good defense.
all right. What?
All I'm saying is,
So
Sir-
like, LeBron James playing defense kind of nowhere, snatch block somebody. Andre
Oh.
Iguodala, playoffs. He glassed
I don't
Andre
like that play
Iguodala.
though.
Like,
I
you
don't like that play.
play?
'Cause I'm a Warriors fan. I don't like that play. That play doesn't excite me.
Well, just now I was
You know,
running-
We
I
don't
was
play
running through the
defense
house
around
going
there, bro.
crazy.
Like we just shoot threes and stuff, bro. Like
Hey,
that's not our game.
hey,
So, like, I'm
since
not
we on the
really-
topic of Bron right now, I feel like it's only right to shout out Samir Higgins.
Shout out Mir.
Shout out Mir,
Bron,
a
long lost
real
son.
Bron fan. Just had to throw that out there. But anyways, Chan, I get hype over defensive plays because I used to be a defensive player.
Yeah, you couldn't score. I mean,
Well, you said I couldn't score.
Nah,
Chan,
bro.
I will give you a solid 30, my boy.
I ain't gonna lie. After the season, bro, like
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
bro,
on it's
like-
on and popping. Yeah, like
we can have a king of the court tournament.
no,
Like,
I
ain't gonna lie, I'm
don't.
not
It don't
losing.
even got to be a king of the court.
No,
I
it
just
can
want
be
you.
king of the
I just
court.
you and me one on one.
Just want me.
Yeah, I just want you one on
Nah,
one.
bro.
I gotta give you the
Nah,
work,
What y'all
bro.
like some Michael Beasley, Lance Stevenson type joint? That's what y'all on?
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Tele-
It
have
gotta
it
be king of the
televised
court,
on
bro.
YouTube, right out there at the
I ain't gonna lie, Swizz. I might dunk on you, bro. Like,
Chan, I ain't gonna lie. It's only
You
one
fat,
person.
can't
It's only
jump.
one person
Not
that's
with-
almost ever dunked on me,
It's me.
and I
me.
fouled him so hard that that it almost was a bad night in that gym. Yeah, and since that day, nobody has ever attempted to dunk on me. Now I'm talking about an actual basketball game, and I don't know, little rim goal. You know what I'm saying? I done been dunked
So
on
you gonna
plenty of
hurt me,
times. Huh?
You gonna hurt me though?
I ain't gonna hurt you,
All right,
bro.
then you gonna get dunked on.
I
don't get
got
dunked on.
done though.
You got
You got
dunked on
dunked
before?
on?
I done though.
Who
I
dunked on
heard
you?
You told us. Yeah,
Huh?
let's hear that.
Who
story.
dunked on you?
Dude named Ricky Council the Fourth.
Oh,
He played for the
oh
76ers.
my God.
And we was game was close at the time. Like it was hyped up, Northern versus Southern. Like, shout out Aaron. He was in the stands. Glazing.
Yeah, he was being a little fan, huh?
Glazing in the not on the court, just watching. But yeah, we got in this little press, and 2-2-1. I'm in the back.
Ooh.
I'm in the back of the press.
Oh, they made you rotate.
Hold on, wait a minute, Trey.
So-
Before,
They say
before,
Big
before you
gotta move
continue,
his
before you
feet.
continue, why do they have you in the back of the press? Like,
Because,
people
bro,
with our body
alright, so
type, Trey,
look.
we supposed to be in the front
So look,
harassing
so
the
look,
ball.
so look.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. We mixed it up. With this lineup that we had,
You want
this
the fast
lineup
one in
that
the
we
back?
had,
You was the
the
biggest
lineup
one.
that we had, I was playing center in this lineup on defense. So it was like,
Wow.
the center on defense got to go be the one in the back, like 2-2-1. So they breaking the press. They throw the ball side to side, and I get caught on this side, and they throw that junk over there to Rick. So I'm thinking, like, where he took off from, I'm thinking, like, oh, he for sure about to lay this up. Like, he took off about the free throw line.
Like,
Jim went
Was it
crazy.
bad? Was it bad?
Bro, it wasn't
bad?
bad because, like, I jumped across. Like, it wasn't no body.
Oh, so it's not like
but
he
it was
like-
yeah, it wasn't like he
It wasn't like that,
full
but it was like
contact.
he flew and like threw it down, and everybody just seen me like with my hands up, jumping across like this, like.
so like he like threw it in there, like he like.
Oh no, he yammed it. It was wrist and rim, like.
Y'all know I ain't never dunked before, and like that's like a regret of mine. Like, what y'all laughing at? What's funny about that? What's funny about that? Y'all laughing? I'm being so serious.
Have
Like,
you ever touched the rim?
yeah, I done touched rim, grab rim, and everything. I just ain't never.
Swiss.
So can you like? Have you ever?
I
done
don't know, bro. Now
You
the
need to try
way
with a
my
tennis
knees
ball.
feel, 5 years of college football, I doubt it. My God,
Bro, you should feel more balanced than ever, bro.
who me?
Mm-hmm.
Getting into your
Chan,
prime, bro.
it's a difference. It's a difference, playing, DB and running back, and
What's the difference?
I'm running for my life every play. Trying to stay healthy and stay available.
What I'm doing?
Trying to hurt somebody
Nah,
every
you
other
say you
play.
pick and choose.
Yeah. I think that's a
Pick and
great
choose.
conversation to have. DBs are pickers and choosers.
How?
And I'm not just talking about Chan. I'm talking about
The
defensive
position.
backs in general, safeties
position.
included.
How are we pickers and choosers?
Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to come down and hit somebody. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to tackle. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to cover. Playing running back or playing linebacker
can't
ain't no
pick and
picking and
choose.
choosing. Ain't no picking and choosing. It's head first and deal with the consequences later. That's
See, we ain't gonna argue about that right now, man.
not prima donnas. Just gotta have it y'all way. This ain't Burger King.
Hey man, caught me, bro. Caught me. I don't
Y'all
know.
know,
bro.
hey,
Just call it
I
what
got
you
that
want,
from
bro.
Troop. Just saying, I got that from Troop.
That was a true
That's
business.
what, yeah, that's
that's
true
a
business
I'm
right
dead. All right, so I got a question.
there. Talk to me.
If you could put together a dream team of 3 football players, dead or alive,
3 football players.
who gonna be your dream team?
What we playing superstar mode on Madden?
Bro, it don't even matter. It don't even gotta make any sense. It's just a dream. Your dream 3, like,
Like my dream
dead
player to
or
play
alive.
with.
Like to top, like who?
Bro, play with. It's just you could be anything. Just
Okay. You wanna go? You
your
wanna go
dream
first?
3.
You wanna go like 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3? Like, or you wanna go?
Can we
first?
do more than 3?
Nah,
It gotta be.
Let's do
just
like
3.
Come on, bro. Like, can I get a quarterback? A
You
receiver?
can pick whatever 3 you want. It just
I feel
only
like
3.
okay.
it's not. I feel like it's too many great players ever to like.
It's
just-
your dream team of 3. I'm not telling you what position they gotta be.
It can be lead. It can be
Bro,
anybody.
It could be all defensive linemen. It could be all quarterbacks. It could be all receivers. It could be quarterback, receiver, linebacker.
from the NFL or just in general.
It can be anybody.
And dead or alive, it don't matter. Anybody. Your dream 3.
My dream 3. I ain't gonna lie. I got you. All right.
Yeah, start it off, Chan.
All right. I gotta go, like, because I grew up watching his highlight film, like, every day. I gotta go Cody Paul. Y'all probably don't know who that is, but Cody Paul is, like, the coldest 11U, 12U player I've ever seen. I swear. He's, like, the coldest player. If you look up his highlight film right now, it probably got over, like, 50 million views. Like, Cody Paul. That's my one. That's my one. All right. 2, I gotta go like I gotta go OBJ. Like I got to. That's just like that's like
I can respect it.
like he when I go home he I got a fat head of him on the wall. So like
Hold on, wait.
That's crazy.
Chan, how old are you?
I said when I go home.
But how old are you now?
Bro, that's his childhood room,
I
bro.
go
I still got stuff on mine.
Oh, you've been in that same room for.
Yeah.
I've been in that same
Oh.
house for like.
Oh, okay,
Since
that's
I was
valid. My bad. You know,
fifth
my
grade.
bad.
See,
I'll
you over
take
here
that.
Judging.
I'll
Bro,
take
listen
that.
and don't judge right now. Hold on.
My bad, gang. You right. We listening. We don't judge. I'm sorry.
So OBJ,
Sorry, chat.
Cody Paul, and then like, shoot, I don't know my 3.
You gotta go like your cornerback idol, right?
but like, I feel like my cornerback idol is like too close in age right now. So it's like,
You say he's too close in age.
yeah, like.
He said it don't matter.
Okay, well, I mean, my cornerback idol, like, yeah, they got a lot of great corners out there ever. But, like, I feel like who I would want to play with, is Jair Alexander. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's like.
Oh, you said this before, so.
Yeah, like, I've said that before. Like, that's like, I was watching him when he was back there at Louisville and stuff. Like, that was like, he wanted to ones.
Yeah.
The player, like, the player comp, you know, like, we about the same height. So, like, he give me confidence. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
Like,
That's real. What about you, Swiss?
I'm waiting for my 3. I'm gonna shock y'all with this. Y'all ready?
Come on.
My first one, instant classic, Mizell Miller.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
I'm talking about Mizell
He
back
talking
in the
about
day.
Friday Night
Yeah,
Titans.
yeah,
okay,
I'm
you
talking
talking about Friday Night
yeah,
Titans.
Mizell
Okay,
Miller back in
okay.
the day.
Titans,
Yeah,
yeah.
Lil bro was legit. Okay, that's my one.
You gotta go with the whole team then. Like they was
the
all
San Antonio
elite.
Outlaws.
Yeah,
Hey, I
they
ain't
was
gonna lie,
all
I'm not
boy.
gonna lie. My little 18 will work them boys.
Who your little league team?
Grayson, Rams.
Bro, here
I
he
ain't
go
lie.
claiming Georgia
we
again,
got,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie,
Hey,
we got crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
Bro,
This is
got a
something we
crazy
definitely
group.
gonna have to fact check because he been saying he been from Georgia
got
since.
it crazy.
Bro, this is a Dermite,
Bro, we can go to YouTube and pull up a Lily highlight of me and my team. It's up there.
Trey, where
Bro,
did
that
you
wouldn't
where did you start middle school at?
Georgia,
Where at?
Bay Creek Middle School.
That ain't Grayson.
The middle school, it wasn't.
We got him.
Our
We
middle
got him.
school
That
is
ain't
not
Grayson.
The middle school don't say Grayson.
Huh? Yes, it is. All of it.
I thought they had a Grayson elementary, middle school, and high
I'm
school.
pretty sure all of it's attached. Okay, that's a fact.
Grayson
okay,
Elementary.
yeah. I need that.
And then there's
I need
Bay
that
Creek
one.
Middle, and the other middle school starts with a C, and then there's
The
Grayson
other
High
one start
School.
with a G, right?
Nah, starts
I
with a
feel like
C.
you lying. Like, cause why would they have an elementary school but not a middle school?
Okay, let me ask you this question: Has Georgia football always been like this? Like you I know. Okay,
Like this
so
elite?
with
Like
us,
this
with
advanced?
this elite. How like people talk about it too. Because if I'm gonna be honest with you, I never really paid attention until I got to college and just started seeing like the recruits we was getting from Georgia and just how many recruits Georgia. Because like I never really paid attention to it. I never really noticed. I always thought my area of football was us in Miami was the best that it got.
Crazy.
I swear, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Crazy.
I thought it was
Crazy.
Bro, you gotta think. I'm seeing, names y'all probably don't even know about. I'm seeing Leonard Manuel. He was committed to UF. He was a 4-star. I'm seeing Anthony Richardson playing against Angela. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. So I'm thinking like it's only us up there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not thinking it's nobody else except for the dudes in Miami because like Miami different. Okay, I got it. Miami Central and Northwestern and all them. Them boys
they-
different
Miami
down there.
Central
Yeah,
came up
Moses
to Grayson and
different.
got worked.
Huh?
That's
know
all
what's
I'm saying.
crazy?
I was at the games on ESPN. They came up to Grayson and got about 50 put on their head.
And that's
Bruh.
what's crazy, bro. You wouldn't think Central, but I don't know.
Bro, I kid you not though. Whenever like I was growing up, like in that like 7th, 8th, 9th grade, whatever, I was watching Cali ball like crazy.
For real?
Like the what's they call modern day, like
Oh, yeah.
Sierras, like
Yeah, Sierra
I was
Canyon.
watching them like crazy. Cause they had this y'all ever heard of Abuki, Brandon Riley House? Y'all never heard of
he
him?
went
Or,
44?
Or like like
Yeah.
Darian Holmes or whatever. Y'all ever heard of them? Like they bro, I don't know
Buki
why,
Bradley.
but like they like growing up, I was watching them every day. Like they was like so cool to me. Like that was probably the coolest stuff ever.
Nah,
So I thought like
that's real.
good ball only came from like Cali and Texas at the time. Like I wasn't even really tapped in with like Georgia and Florida.
Bro, you gotta think that's really two opposite sides of the country though. Like,
Yeah.
Like y'all literally got this half. And like the ones who in the middle is Louisiana. Louisiana got some dogs too. Hey, shout out
100.
Star Thomas. Shout out Star
Cali ball.
Thomas.
I feel like Cali ball is so finesse though. Like,
It is. Yeah, it is. I realized that once you like get to college though, like
Yeah.
I feel like where like schools are at, it tells you a lot about how they play.
How a person plays.
Yeah, like if you like, we about to play a Cali school. Oh, they probably about to be like have a little speed, be a little shifty, like a little skinnier bodies, like move different, like stuff like that. But you like, oh, we finna go up north. Oh, they finna run that rock. Like,
Yeah.
they finna like.
You know what states? If you know a state iffy though, and I'm not saying this to be funny. North Carolina is a very iffy state. I feel like with North Carolina, you don't know what type of player you getting. You know what I'm
North
saying?
Carolina slept on.
Huh?
North Carolina slept on.
No, because North Carolina is really a hoop state, but that's a conversation
It's
for
not,
another
bro.
day.
North Carolina is a hoop
That's
state.
what they
Y'all
make
are a
y'all.
hoop
That's
state.
what they make y'all think.
As
That's
they
a hoop
tell us,
state.
yeah. When I first got here, they was like, yeah,
Bruh,
North
there's
Carolina,
probably
hoop state.
more notable football recruits that come out of North Carolina than you know from basketball. Yeah, North Carolina hoop state
What's
because
it?
Duke, UNC, all of us is here because of college. But I don't really say it's just we just pouring basketball
So
players
y'all don't
out
just
like.
you don't think y'all just produce basketball players out here for real?
Nah, of course there's a few, but like we not just
No, y'all produce
producing
players.
basketball players like the way Georgia, Florida, Texas, and California
wait,
producing
It's
football
different.
players.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Everything different in Texas. In Texas, are in all these arguments. So Texas is different. Be honest with you, bro. Like I never lie about that to y'all.
Ain't gonna
Texas
lie, Chan.
different.
I respect Texas because I got a lot of boys from Texas, but y'all ain't got nothing on Florida. And
You
then
from Live Oak.
Live Oak, Florida, big dog. You know, don't
You
you
from
know?
Live Oak,
See,
bro.
that's
Let's
all-
not get
That's
it
that's
twisted. Let's
borderline
not get it
Georgia, ain't
twisted,
it?
huh?
That's borderline Georgia. Ain't it? That's what I heard. I ain't really good
You
with
know,
the maps
if
and
it's
stuff.
whether it's borderline
bro,
Georgia
that's
or
like-
not,
That's
Florida,
like,
Florida.
That's what I heard. They say like the maps say like Live Oak,
When
borderline
I pull
Georgia.
out my driver's license, I got
It
a
may say Florida, but
area
they say
code.
you really a Georgia boy. You
That's just
not really-
I can go both ways.
So
North Florida,
you playing
South
both
Georgia.
sides. You one of them.
Huh?
You one of them play both sides.
No,
kinda
I don't
dudes.
play both sides.
I'm just
South
saying. You
real
just said
authentic.
though.
I'm
South
real
Georgia
authentic.
sound better than North Florida though.
Huh? South Georgia
Like, you
sound
tell
better than
somebody
Exactly.
like you tell somebody I'm from South Georgia, and I'm like, all right, he might be one of them ones.
But you telling you from North Florida, you like
No. I tell people I'm from
uh,
Live Oak. I'm from Live Oak. That's
and
where I'm
and
from.
then everybody had to ask you, where is that?
Huh?
Because don't nobody know a live.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
So you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't know because like I probably ain't tell y'all, but I did a dynasty the other week, right? On NCAA, I did a dynasty, right? I did my pipeline because I wanted to be a coach in Florida somewhere. I wanted a little small schools, and I did Northern Florida. That was my pipeline,
Mm-hmm.
but
Talk to me. What's up? What's up?
I ain't get nobody like everybody I was getting
Listen,
was from
man.
like the South Florida, like you know, like
Listen. North Florida is a very slept-on place in the recruiting cycle because we have some dogs. We have.
I was clicking through it. It kept
some
saying
dogs.
broken gems.
Listen. They might be a broken gem. You never know.
I'm spending all my weekly points on these boys from North Florida, and they broken gems,
Man,
bro.
listen. North Florida is Tallahassee. You got Jacksonville. You got Gainesville. You know,
That's
it's
North?
more. Yeah, that's all North
But
Florida.
that's college. That ain't.
No, them. That's all. No, that's all.
That's what college is at, though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they not recruiting in that area, but they went in the South, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so like
I'm
you just-
saying though, it's you know like. You ain't gonna have my back here or nothing, bro. You just gonna let him diss Live Oak like that, bro. You know,
I've
it's
never
all
been
He
good.
to
ain't from
Live
Live
Oak.
Oak.
He ain't from Georgia.
You don't even know where he from. Like he claimed two places. So
Anyways,
like,
Live Oak, North Florida, whatever. We got some dogs, and sooner or later, it's gonna show. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to. Sooner or later, it's gonna show.
That Live Oak got some dogs.
Yeah. Hey, shout out my little dog MJ Rawson, the newest member of the team, the dog team.
The dog team. What dog
What's
team?
that? That's
Huh?
Live Oak.
Yeah, like the Live Oak dog team. Yeah.
Like the Bulldogs?
Yeah. No,
Like,
he's a
school?
dog. He got the stamp. He's a
Oh,
dog.
he's stamped.
Yeah, he's
How you
yeah.
stamped?
Huh? I stamped him.
Who you supposed to be?
Huh?
Who you supposed to be?
Jaquez Moore,
Oh.
the one and only.
So if I go back to your city, they like.
If you go back to my city and look in the weight room, you're gonna see a picture of my face hanging in the
Bro,
weight
that's
room.
because you was freaking
that's because you
power
so
lifter,
strong.
bro.
Like you, my guy. I live so much.
I am a member. Like I am the member. Listen, when you walk in there, you see my name, you see my face. You know, back then I had the
His
little.
mother said he got a state championship. Wait,
I'm gonna bring my
Like-
ring. Y'all, I'm gonna bring my ring. My ring.
Bro, nobody care about no state
How many
championship.
state
in-
championships you got?
2. Went to state 3 times though. 2 different sports. Now what?
Wait. What's the second sport?
Track. Now what?
So nobody
Now
up here got a high school state championship ring for football.
Nope.
And I think
At least I made the
we need to
playoffs.
end it
I'm
on
just
that
happy
one
I
right
made the
there.
playoffs.
Yeah,
I got
we need to
12.
end it
I
on
got
that one
12
right
in the
there.
shot put at States.
We ain't talking about
My
we talking
sophomore
about
year.
football. What's the furthest you ever went?
We went first round, bro.
That's
My
crazy.
defense.
That's crazy.
All right, so we went first round my junior and senior year, right? We played the same team in 2 years, right? Both years, they was a top 5 team in the state. Both years, and they went on to go like 4 rounds, 5 rounds deep, right? In those 2 years, we lost by a combined score. Of both those games combined, it was at least like 130-0.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Why you studied on the 0 though? Like you
I
had
didn't
to
know if
think
we
about
scored
that.
7 or if we scored 0. It was.
I mean, I still think it's kind of crazy.
So
You had
this
to
team
study
just
on
had
the
y'all
0.
number like.
They like.
Give me y'all.
Granted, hey, senior year, I ain't played, so like I can be like, yeah, if I would have
built.
played, we would have, you know what I'm saying? But I was part of the team though, so like,
built.
so yeah, they gave out crazy belt, Louis V belt, like,
Wow.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
I think the first game was like 73-0. Then the second year it was like we actually had the same score 2 years in a row. So
They put up 70?
stadium post was crazy.
Yeah, we gonna leave on that one, Chan.
Yeah, stadium post was crazy.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah, don't tell nobody else
73
that.
zip.
yeah.
Hey, don't ever repeat
We did
that.
that to a team. We ain't never got beat like that.
Bro, that don't ever repeat that, Chan. That's
That was our 3rd and 4th year as a school, bro. Like, show love, bro. We
I
did
feel
something.
you,
We did something
but-
great, bro. We
Nah,
did
bro.
something great, bro. We
Getting
still got some
beat-
guys to the league at this point, man.
73-0 in the playoffs is far from great, brother.
Why you ganging up on me now, bro? Like, I was just-
saying.
My bad,
I thought this was a safe
my bad.
space, bro. I was being vulnerable, bro.
Switch talking
Like-
about Bill. I know they done took Bill over there, Swan.
I know they have.
Yeah.
Louis.
We lost the first round of playoffs. It was 63-0 my sophomore year.
That's not no better than me.
No. But my senior year, we went to the what is it? What is it? The second? We went to the second round.
Okay.
Worst we got beat was 35 nothing.
Because y'all ain't playing
the playoffs?
football. Y'all ain't playing ball for real in North Carolina.
What you mean?
Y'all not doing that. Like, bro, like,
Okay,
teams wasn't
okay.
playing y'all trying to, like, put 80 on y'all, bro. Like,
Yes, they is.
no, they wasn't, bro. Like, I kid you not. That team we played,
There's scores
No.
that's like that. It just it never happened to me. Like we just had
No.
like we
No.
wasn't getting 50
No.
put on us.
okay, all right. Texas is different. Like I told you that, all right? I told you that, right? The team we played my junior year, that school, they had 37 Division I athletes on their team. All football, all P4.
You know what that
P5.
sound like to me, Trey?
Hey.
You know what that sound like to me,
hey.
Trey?
Recruiting.
An excuse.
Oh,
Sounds like an excuse.
So okay, you only need 22 players for a full offense and a full defense. Mind you, all 22 of them got an offer at some kind of P4, P5, and they had 37. So that's like another, what's that, like 15? That's like another 15 players just on the roster with an offer that's not even starting. So like, what you like?
Excuses.
All right, that's cool.
Excuses.
That's cool. Sleep on that.
that's crazy.
You know, episode 1 of the Double Up podcast. I'm here with Trey Freeman and
Yo,
the excuse maker Chandler Rivers.
You feel me?
And you know, episode 1 of many. And we just hope to, you know, keep this going and, you know, hope y'all love the series. So yeah, we out.